Thank you. Welcome, Green Neighbor.
Let's bid welcome to Guyana.
All right, Guyana. Let's say welcome to Jamaica. So all the Jamaicans in the house, that's it. All right. We're moving on to
St. Kitts and Nevis.
All right, let's go St. Kitts and Nevis. Let's be welcome to St. Lucia.
St. Lucia. Let's welcome St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Thank you, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Coming up next, let's be welcome to Trinidad and Tobago.
Caribbean Association in Dominica.
Thank you, Trinidad. Now let's welcome Caribbean Association of Insurance Advisors.
All right, welcome
Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors.
I'm assuming we have left the best for last.
The best for last.
Our Nature Islanders, get ready as we welcome Dominica. Thank you. So all of the presidents of each local association is supported here this morning by the Dominica Credit Corps. I'm going to thank them as well. Her Excellency Sylvani Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton.
Her Excellency Baroness Patricia Scotland, Commonwealth Secretary General. Honorable Denise Charles Pemberton, Minister of Tourism, representing the Honorable Prime Minister.
Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd, Parliamentary Representative for the Portsmouth constituency.
Honorable Cassani Laville, Minister of Health, Wellness and Social Services.
Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment. Other Cabinet Ministers.
Mr. Hugh Meredith, President of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors.
Other executive members of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors.
Mr. Brenton Hillier, President of the Dominica Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. Ms. Cheryl Landereau, Congress Director.
Mr. Corey James, President of the American Canadian School of Medicine in Dominica.
Mrs. Joan Romaine, Client.
Conference delegates, media, welcome. Welcome to the opening ceremony of the 35th Annual Congress of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. My name is Kiwano Fontaine Wilson.
My name is Destelando.
And as your master of ceremony, I am honored to guide you through this event. With great enthusiasm and pride, we come together today to this gathering of industry leaders, innovators, and professionals dedicated to shaping the future of insurance and financial services in the Caribbean region.
Over the next few days, you will discuss, exchange ideas, and collaborate, fostering a sense of unity and a shared purpose to advance our shared goals of excellence, integrity, and prosperity.
Let us now embrace this moment with enthusiasm and determination as we embark on a learning, a growth, and success journey.
It is my esteemed privilege to extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Denise Charles Pemberton, who graces us today as the representative of the Honorable Prime Minister. Please join me in extending our gratitude as we welcome the Honorable Denise Charles Pemberton to the podium.
Her Excellency Sylvani Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton. Her Excellency Baroness Patricia Scotland, Commonwealth Secretary General. Honorable Fenella Wenham, Parliamentary Representative for the Portsmouth constituency. Honorable Cassani Laville, Minister of Health, Wellness and Social Services. Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister of the Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment. Other cabinet ministers: Mr. Hugh Meredith, President of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. Other executive members of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors: Mr. Brenton Hillier, President of the Dominica Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. Ms. Cheryl Landerule, Congress Director. Mr. Corey James, President, American Canadian School of Medicine of Dominica. Mrs. Joanne Romain, client, conference delegates, the media. Good morning. Good morning. Are you happy to be in Dominica? Thank you for inviting me to participate in this prestigious gathering of insurance professionals from around our region. It is a pleasure to address you on behalf of the Prime Minister, who is at Parliament. On behalf of the government and people of Dominica, I extend a warm welcome to our country. As the Minister of Tourism, it is always an honor to welcome new visitors to our country, who can experience firsthand the exciting innovations and developments taking place here. Dominica has been receiving attention from international media outlets such as BBC, New York Times, and National Geographic Traveler UK, and Travel and Leisure for its offerings in nature tourism and sustainable travel. We are incredibly proud of the work that our stakeholders in this industry are continuing to do, and I encourage you to see for yourselves the beauty of our nature island. You and your team deserve the highest sisters, because we are all from the Caribbean. The theme for your Congress, Your Protection, Our Mission, echoes the long-standing policy of this government to protect the well-being of our citizens through measures designed to increase their safety, as well as social welfare programs to enhance their economic security. Against the background of successive major disasters which have adversely impacted our economy, our mandate to protect lives and build resilience is even more pressing. The past years have proven that climate change is at the core of the threats to the sustainable livelihoods of our citizens. To combat the environmental, social, and economic challenges, this government has accepted that we require plans and actions which involve sustainability, resiliency, and economic diversity. Every sector of the economy, therefore, including health, tourism, infrastructure, agriculture, renewable energy, and small business, is being restructured to achieve sustainable development in Dominica. We have bolstered our healthcare system by constructing state-of-the-art hospitals and wellness centers across the island. Our continued campaign against non-communicable diseases and other illnesses. This government stands strong for the fight against NCDs. We believe that citizens should have access to affordable health care that mirrors their need from village to village. We have also strengthened our building codes, improved our country's expansive network of roads and bridges, and enhanced shelter capacity through the construction of hundreds of climate-resilient homes. In this way, we are strengthening our response and recovery capacity and fortifying our country against future environmental threats. You and I know the dangers to small island states like ours are ever present and intensifying. Indeed, across our Caribbean region, we are all exposed to the slings and arrows of misfortune. We must therefore consider continuous risk reduction measures and improvements to our national infrastructure to combat the adverse financial effects on lives and property. Fortunately, in the aftermath of devastating storms and hurricanes, this government was able to shoulder a significant chunk of the cost to help our citizens restore their livelihoods and properties. I acknowledge, however, that had it not been for the payouts in excess of $800 million from the insurance companies, our country would have taken even a harder financial hit. You were able to fulfill your financial responsibilities to policy owners, helping in the process to safeguard our economy and demonstrating the importance of insurance to the financial stability of any country. While I acknowledge this important contribution, I must take the opportunity to challenge all of you who are here today to maintain this focus on supporting individuals and communities that are most vulnerable to impacts of climate change. Since the devastation of Hurricane Maria, I have taken note of the spike in the rates of property insurance. I must point out that for close to 30 years, Dominican policyholders paid their premiums without fail, while there were no major catastrophes requiring drawdown. I would have hoped that insurance companies would have been able to dip into their reserves to offset the losses suffered without a sharp increase in premiums, making it even more difficult for property owners to secure their assets. So while I understand the risk and the pressures on you to predict this risk, I challenge you to develop products and services that are more affordable and within the reach of the average man. You need to ensure that insurance coverage is accessible to all our citizens across the region who are in need of that extra layer of protection. You have a responsibility as insurers to increase the chances of individuals, households, and communities to recover financially post-disaster and have peace of mind. I recognize also that owning an insurance policy acts as a de facto estate for our citizens who do not own property or other valuable assets, which can be passed on to their dependents. Insurance, therefore, plays a critical role in ensuring that income and property can be preserved and transferred in the event of death, helping to create generational wealth. You need then to look more closely at how you can adapt your pricing strategies and implement well-designed, unrestricted policies that encourage our citizens to buy into your services as an investment in their health, long-term safety, and future prosperity of their families. The local association, too, has a role to play in ensuring that its members are kept up to date with the new trends in insurance, as well as the use of innovative technologies in order to advise their clients appropriately. Your agents must be properly trained, adhering always to the code of ethics outlined by the Financial Services Unit and the Insurance Act under which they operate, so that they do not act in any manner that is injurious to the public. I am a firm believer in the financial stability that insurance provides to individuals and families. Let us together take full responsibility for the collective security of our region's people. This government pledges its full support for the work of insurance companies to underwrite our country's major initiatives. and provide certainty to our citizens in periods of uncertainty. As financial advisors working in our region, I encourage you to consider how you can carve a role for your industry in our collective drive to economic development and the well-being of our people. Use this forum to explore new ways to lift the standards of your profession and make a lasting, positive impact on the communities you serve. Before I end, I would like to share some exciting developments taking place in our country. Our international airport project is underway. So next time it will be much easier for you to get to Dominica. We are also in the process of constructing the longest cable car in the world, a project that will see unprecedented visitation. And of course, our commitment to sustainability will be underscored with the introduction of geothermal energy into our electric network and the establishment of the world's first sperm whale reserve. The economic prospects of Dominica are bright and ripe for investments. I look forward to continued collaboration with the insurers here in Dominica and in the region as we combine our skills, resources, and talents to secure the financial stability of our people across the Caribbean. And finally, I am certain that from all the energy I see in the room, that you'll have a fantastic time in Dominica. So I hope you will return soon with friends or family. Or even better, you can extend your stay to come to Jazz and Creole this weekend. And of course, you do not want to miss Center's Cabaret Spa and Resort.
For your insightful words and of course your warm welcome. Let's not forget our human props on stage. Feast your eyes on stage. And let's forget what we always done, representing our beautiful people of Dominica, our beautiful Black Empress, and handsome men as well. And of course our Kalinago Braves. Thank you. We now welcome Honorable Kozia Frederick, Minister of the Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment, and Constituency Empowerment to our esteemed gathering and to the podium. One of our Kalinago Braves as well. Let's welcome him on stage.
Thank you, Masters of Ceremony. Let me first acknowledge the presence of Her Excellency Silvani Burton and Mr. Burton, fellow Kalinago warriors, Honorable Baroness Scotland, Honorable Dennis Charles Pemberton, representing our Prime Minister, Honorable Finella Wenham Shepherd, Member of Parliament for the Portsmouth area, which you're part of today, Honorable Castanel Laville, Honorable Minister for Health, Corey James, American Canadian University, Brenton Hill here, our President of CARAIFA, Cheryl Rowe, a Kalinago sister and a friend and Congress coordinator. Insurance representatives from across the region, Mabrika, in my native language, welcome. So, welcome to the First Nations space. I'm happy to have you here. I am Kalinago as well. And to say from the onset that my ancestors protected this space for centuries. Because my ancestors needed this space to survive. And to say that I am doing the same thing in my lifetime. And to serve in the government of Dominica as the member of Parliament for the represent the Kalinago space, but also the Minister for the Environment. And so too are many of our fellow Dominicans who are ensuring that the beautiful space that we'll enjoy in the next few days remains intact for future generations. Because at the end, our lives all depend on it. We found out within the Waitikobuli space, Waitikobuli is the name for Dominica, it's the indigenous name for Dominica, that there are many, many reasons that we have to continue to protect our wonderful space. First and foremost, we have to look at protecting our biodiversity. Also, it's important for our health. It is very important in regulating the environment around us, the climate change, etc. It's an important piece of our culture. And last but not least, it is a major economic driver. And so we have no choice in Nature Island to continue to preserve our Nature Island. And we are doing this on similar principles like the insurance movement. And we're doing this because we understand it affects lives. And lives are important within the constructs of a modern society. We are protecting all of our space because we want to ensure that the species that are within that space are protected for future generations. And so preserving the biodiversity is important. We have very fragile ecosystems within our space. And we need to ensure that they can not only continue to survive, but recover quickly after major climatic events. And we also speak about human events that have affected our space for a number of generations. And this includes agricultural practices, the exploitation of our ecosystems for economic gains. But all of this is important because we understand that all of those economic factors contribute positively to the development of our space. Within the constructs of Waitikobuli, we do have a lot of genetic material that is very fragile, and so we want to ensure that we keep this intact. There's a lot of cultural value in the land space that we have. And flying into a wonderful country, you would see that it is the last frontier. And I would keep on saying we have no choice to protect it because we depend on it. A pristine country, clean water, fresh air is very important for our health. As human beings surviving within an ever-changing global environment with major countries emitting gas into the atmosphere, we're able to protect this wonderful space to ensure that we have cleaner water, fresh air, soil that is fertile, and all of this will contribute to our human health because we realize that pollution and land degradation have had serious problems across our space. And we have been able to survive because of the will of the people. That has been a graduation of that will from the first peoples to the people who came through the colonial enterprise and the nouveau generation of Waitikobolians who intend to make our country better and to ensure that we survive within a wonderful space. Our country was one of the first countries to bounce back quickly during the COVID pandemic because we do have fresh air, fresh water, all of the trappings that ensure that we have a fruitful life. And so maintaining the clean environment is crucial for us, and it affects our health in so many ways. Folks, we know for a fact that climate change is a major issue that faces every country across the world. We in the region, we contribute very little to climate change, yet we're on the front line. I will keep saying this forever, as whenever I have the chance to speak in the public, that in 2017, we had a major hit, a hurricane. Let's say category 6 hurricane, because we can't measure it, destroying our entire country. Destroying the entire country. 226% of our GDP was totally destroyed. And you are in this space today. Eh? You are in this space today, 7 years after. Just 7 years after. And we are able to see all of what we do as a country to bounce back And so when we speak about resilience in the international circles and in the region, my fellow Dominicans are the definition of resilience, because we're able to bounce back quickly amid the ever-changing climatic conditions. And yet sometimes we hear the condescending voice of those who affect us the most. Speaking to us in a very it is not by chance, because more than 20% of that forested area is protected by law. So there's a political will to ensure that there's continuity in keeping this island pure and green. And even while we do major developments like our international airports, like our massive road networks, building new homes, building new ports, we take into consideration the important elements that have contributed to us. So we're ensuring that the environment is taken into consideration, even while we continue to promote a resilient Dominica and get on par with the rest of the region. We go back 400 years before the advent of the colonial invasion of our space. The entire region itself was a magnificent space. It was a space of abundance. The harsh realities of colonization ensured that the very first steps towards climate change and climate mitigation started by cutting off our entire forests, planting monocrop culture, getting involved in the exploitation of our resources. So I dare say, friends, that many of us derive a lot from the wonderful green space that we have as we continue to celebrate our culture, ensuring that the food we eat, the drinks that we enjoy, the dances that we participate in are all part of what keeps us unique as a people. So friends, I really want you to enjoy this wonderful space, because I know for a fact that by you being here, you're adding economic value to our country. And I really want to highlight the work of Cheryl, my Kalinago sister, who understands the importance of promoting this wonderful space, who understands the importance of how we have grown as a nation, and who understands the importance of culture and cultural preservation. And I dare say Dominica will be better for it when you go out and become ambassadors for a wonderful space. And so the islands, the countries that grace, the people here who grace our wonderful archipelago, what I would like to call one of those days the Kalinago Island civilization rather than the Caribbean. It is a sub-region that has grown so many great people. And we will continue to build that space. And the unity I see here today is evident that we have much to contribute to the benefit of our region. And I just say, when you sit in this last frontier of the Kalinago people, you are in a good space where you will relax and unwind. And I know that Cheryl has some wonderful experiences for you. I will not let anything off the back, Cheryl. I've kept a secret for a few weeks now. But I want to say to you here, who are first ambassadors of the country, I would love you to become ambassadors of NHI. To tell your fellow brothers and sisters across the region that we have a model in Dominica, in Waitiki, that can be magnified across the world. But we have a lot of things in Dominica that can contribute to humanity across the world. And when we go out on our daily business, your daily business of ensuring the protection of lives, that those lives can be enhanced within the wonderful space that I'm happy that you are here to participate in Waitikimuli. So once again, thank you so much for ordering me to be here at this wonderful experience, and thanks to Cheryl and the crew here and the wonderful folks who continue to exclaim to the world that we do have a gem in the region that will continue to embrace everything that is Caribbean, everything that is Kalinago Island civilization, and that we will continue to do our part to be a shining light for environmental conservation and for the protection of our space. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Rosie Frederick. That was very powerful words. It is my distinct honor to welcome Mr. Corey James, President of the American Canadian University, to the podium.
Her Excellency, Sylvania Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton. Her Excellency Baroness Patricia Scotland, Commonwealth Secretary General. The Honorable Denise Charles, Minister of Tourism, representing the Prime Minister. The Honorable Kasani Laville, Minister of Health, Wellness, and Social Services. The Honorable Crozier Frederick, Minister of the Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment, and Constituency Empowerment. Other cabinet ministers, Mr. Hugh Meredith, President of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, Mr. Brinson Hillier, President of the Dominica Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, Ms. Cheryl Roll, Congress Director, Ms. Joan Romaine, Client, Congress delegates, media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
As Martin Luther King said, earn your success based on service to others. We are all gathered here today to make Dominica and the Caribbean a better place to live, to improve lives. I'm proud to present on how our new medical school, American Canadian School of Medicine, is joining in this partnership. I stand before you as a prior medical school faculty professor in biochemistry, a prior COO of a billion-dollar medical school listed through its parent education company on the New York Stock Exchange. However, today I am proud to address you as the inaugural president of American Canadian School of Medicine. We are the only private, nonprofit medical school in the Caribbean, and we seated our first class just this August of 2023. In 2022, we entered into a private-public partnership with the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, who has provided support and guidance in the development of our medical school on this very campus where we gather today. Thank you, Dominica. Like any other institution, we could not exist without property, liability, cyber, and D&O insurance. Thank you all in attendance here today who have made that possible. Today, I wish to share with you our commitment and mission to community and education. I will briefly address the three following topics: community and worldwide healthcare impact through medical education, environmental stewardship of our local ecosystem, and passion to make a difference, starting here in Dominica. Regarding education and community impacts, at our school, we believe education is the cornerstone of community healthcare improvement. While our curriculum is focused on preparing our students for the rigors of postgraduate specialty training in the United States and Canada, we believe students from Dominica and the greater Caribbean region, and indeed the world, can benefit from the training that we provide. American Canadian School of Medicine achieved full 5-year internationally recognized accreditation, and thus our students are able to access the United States and the Canadian medical licensing exams. They can take them, and they can apply for postgraduate training in each nation. Our educational model will produce great physicians, and importantly, their talents and social good need not be restricted to North America. To this end, American Canadian School of Medicine has offered full scholarships to Dominican citizens to earn their medical doctorate. Additionally, American Canadian School of Medicine has begun critical foundation work to develop scholarships far beyond Dominica's borders and support students with financial aid, no matter their nation of origin. Still, American Canadian School of Medicine strives to do better, and we are now developing a 6-year MD program which may better serve talented aspiring doctors seeking opportunity out of the traditional 4-year U.S. and Canadian undergraduate medical degree programs. Regarding our community, our students are learning the importance of community medicine right here in Dominica, the home of our medical school. Even in our first year, our students have participated in health fairs which provide awareness and also screening for hypertension, diabetes, and other disorders. Our faculty have led advanced life-saving courses with first responders. Our physician faculty members have applied for medical licensure, so American Canadian School of Medicine can expand its social mission and provide expertise where it is needed. Importantly, the role of community protector can mean encouraging positive everyday habits and routine and participating in initiatives to support healthy habits. Emergencies and critical care may receive heightened attention and resources in medicine. However, it is the everyday support and guidance of the family doctor and, yes, the larger community, which can impact diabetes and its many catastrophic complications that develop from metabolic disease. It is too easy on medicine to focus on the end result of disease and not on the years of hard work and prevention. My second theme to share is environmental stewardship through education. As the impacts of climate change become ever more tangible, the intersection of healthcare and environmental stewardship cannot be ignored. Our administration has worked to reduce energy utilization on this campus through investment in LED lighting, the adjustment in our air handling, and also participating with a local utility where we can to reduce our energy requirements. Our academic community, inspired like those at Stanford University, where medical students are educated on the connections between climate and health, include the growing prevalence of asthma, the dangers of heat exposure, and the health effects of climate-based catastrophic events and associated displacement. We at the American Canadian School of Medicine are committed to producing physicians who are not only healthcare providers, but are also guardians of our planet. As our students go on to become leaders in healthcare, their positive impact can stretch far beyond that of one individual physician, but impact institutions such as hospitals, universities, and broader communities still. Our efforts align with the growing recognition of climate change as a health emergency, a crisis that we must address for the well-being of our communities and our environment. Finally, I will address having the passion to make a difference. Nelson Mandela once said, "There's no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. It is this passion that drives us. We are not here to play small. We are here to make significant, lasting impacts. Our mission is ambitious, yet vital. With your support, we can forge a future where education elevates everyone, where healthcare defends not just people, but the planet itself. In closing, let us embrace the challenge. Let us transform our community, safeguard our environment, and inspire the next generation to live passionately. Together, we can create a legacy of health, education, and environmental stewardship that will resonate for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. James. And thank you for allowing us to use this space. We all feel like medical students this morning, right? Thank you, Mr. James. It is with great honor that we welcome the Honorable Cassani Laville, Minister of Health, Wellness, and Social Services to the podium.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Her Excellency Sylvani Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica and Mr. Burton, Honorable Dennis Charles, Minister for Tourism, representing the Honorable Prime Minister, Her Excellency Baroness Patricia Scotland, Commonwealth Secretary General, Honorable Fenella Wenham, Parliamentary Representative for the Portsmouth constituency, Honorable Cozier Frederick, Minister for the Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment, and Constituency Empowerment. I am extremely happy to be one-third Kalinago in my lineage because with the extensive plans that he has, I feel lucky and privileged. Mr. Hugh Meredith, President of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, other executive members of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, Mr. Brenton Hilaire, President of the Dominic Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, Ms. Cheryl Rule, Lando Rule, Congress Director, my dear friend, Mr. Carrie James, President of ASCOM, and it's certainly a distinguished pleasure to be working and partnering with Mr. Carrie James at ASCOM in providing high-quality medical education right here in Dominica. Mrs. Joan Romaine, our Whitey Kubuli Empress, and our Kalinago Brave right here. The media, and most importantly, you all conference delegates, a warm welcome to you all. Welcome to our enchanting island, Dominica, the nature island. In keeping with your theme, we can say that the encompassing nature of our island surrounds us, not just in beauty, but certainly in safety. Many have come to reside here in Dominica as a sanctuary of safety and security, and your presence here only adds to the protective peace that all who come to our shores most certainly enjoy. As the Minister for Health, Wellness, and Social Services, I am delighted to extend a warm greeting to each of you. And let me add that by just being here, you're already under a protective charm of our nature island. I wish to express my sincere appreciation to all of you for making that extra effort to join us at this year's 35th Annual Sales Congress of the Caribbean Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. It is with great admiration that I acknowledge Cheryl Rowe, the Congress Director, for the exceptional leadership in orchestrating this most significant event. My friends, witnessing Cheryl's dedication along with her team and the remarkable volunteers that I had the pleasure to meet on Saturday morning has been an absolute privilege of my life. Their tireless efforts, it has truly made this Congress a success, even though it has just started. My presence here is not merely as a government minister, but as someone who firmly believes in protecting health. someone who understands the role of all the stakeholders and the linkages of social and economic determinants to health outcomes, because I have lived it and continue to do so. Allow me to share a personal testimony. My father passed in 2006, leaving my mother, a teacher and principal, to navigate the uncertainties of supporting 3 boys. While no amount of money can replace a life, the benefits of life insurance, in our case with Sagicor, certainly help. Sagicor, I hear you. But this most certainly helped, and I'm thankful for you to allow my father's dream to support his family and preserve and maintain and uphold that dream to have 3 educated boys. Thank you, Sagicor. So as we delved into the critical discussions of safeguarding health, it is imperative to acknowledge the involvement of various stakeholders. The government plays a fundamental role in safeguarding health for our citizens. Individuals also bear tremendous responsibility of maintaining their health and well-being. Insurance companies, financial advisors, you all are also a vital link in ensuring that essential relationship in offering financial security during times of need. And I know it is obvious that I'm speaking of health insurance, but this extends even further. Property insurance, to include housing and financial planning, because as we all know, that property, housing, is actually a social determinant of healthcare. In the context of small island developing states grappling with challenges related to non-communicable diseases, forging innovative partnerships between insurance companies, financial advisors, and governments become absolutely imperative. Here are a few considerations for such collaborations. Collaborative health education programs, integration of digital health technologies. This one is critical as we prepare here in Dominica to launch our 22 million health information management system under the government's digital transformation project. It is imperative that insurance companies manage their claims and ensure that billing is done through this transformative platform. Promotion of healthy lifestyle initiatives. This is also an area for collaboration. Support for preventative healthcare measures, implementation of community-based health programs, and also to microinsurance. This can play a significant role in these partnerships by providing low-cost coverage tailored to the specific needs of low-income individuals and communities. This aligns, my friends, this aligns with our government's broader mission to provide affordable, high-quality access and care to all our citizens. The World Health Organization underscores the importance of achieving universal healthcare coverage, ensuring that all individuals and communities can access essential healthcare services without financial hardship. In alignment with this vision, our government provides free healthcare to individuals under 18 and above age 60. Insurance and financial advisors can support this policy by offering innovative solutions and services tailored to the unique needs of our population. Furthermore, the government's decision to offer tax deductions on insurance premiums underscores our commitment to promoting coverage and ensuring health and financial security for our citizens. My friends, hosting this event here in Dominica in 2024 is opportune. as the government has made significant strides in healthcare over the years. We have seen that since Hurricane Maria in 2017, we have built 13 new health and wellness centers. And we have rehabilitated even more than that across the island, ensuring that there is equity and access to healthcare, where right now we can boast an astounding 1,400 citizens to every health and wellness center, way above the regional and international. We have introduced several cutting-edge services within our public healthcare system, enhancing access to advanced healthcare facilities. For instance, our new 328-bed Dominica China Friendship Hospital boasts of state-of-the-art diagnostic imaging department equipped with an MRI machine recently upgraded to offer cardiac MRI imaging. This initiative is part of the Cardiovascular Imaging Center, which also offers transesophageal echocardiograms and access to telemedicine services through our new telemedicine center. We aspire to establish our hospital's imaging department as a center for excellence alongside our ophthalmology services at the Eye Center, which is fully equipped, may I add, with its operating theater to enhance access to necessary eye surgery for our patients. Additionally, we have introduced new specialist services, including neurosurgery, vascular surgery, and endocrinology, expanding the options for essential healthcare services right here in Dominica. While we acknowledge the many challenges of navigating the intricacies of public health management, our country has certainly displayed great potential in becoming a model for quality and equity in healthcare in our region. As we navigate the evolving landscape of health protection, partnerships between insurance companies and financial advisors, government entities, and individuals are indispensable to ensure the well-being of our population. Let us all come together and collaborate to achieve universal healthcare coverage, embrace innovative solutions, and cultivate a culture of health and well-being for all. As we engage in discussions and collaborations during this Congress, let us keep the theme, your protection, our mission, at the forefront of our endeavors. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you all a fruitful and insightful Congress here in Dominica.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Kasani Lavelle. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, as we conclude this segment of our event, I invite you to join us at the cafeteria for a delightful interlude. We're going to have entertainment by Kalinago dancers and Pius on the pan. But just before that, before we adjourn, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to honorable ministers for gracing us with your presence here today. I know duty calls, it's Parliament, you have to run, literally, yes, down the road, back into town. But before you leave, ministers, we would like to extend our gratitude and call on, yes, we are Jerry Cruikshank to present bouquets to Honorable Minister Dennis Charles Pemberton. Thank you so much for being present here today. So we would like to invite you to please stand while we allow the Honorable Minister to leave and the President of Dominica, Sylvani Burton, as well.
Thank you for listening to your presence as well. All right, so let's now head to the cafeteria to enjoy some well-deserved refreshments and some entertainment. My friend Sherry Roll is already dancing. We will be entertained by Kalinago dancers and the pious on the pan. Thank you. We'll return after the break. The break is
Thank you for joining. We will return after the break.
The break is 45 minutes long.
And once again, you are live at the opening ceremony of the Caribbean Association of Insurance
We will be back by 10:50 or
Financial
so.
Advisors 35th Annual
Yeah,
Congress.
it's about 10 or 11.
We'll be right back.